I am blessed to say that every day I wake up and love myself, not for my money or for anything else. I love me for me. Because of all 8 billion people in the world, I chose to be the right one. And the day you see yourself that way, you will know what heaven on earth is. Lastly, go buy my books on Amazon. That was my senior quote in high school. And I can look back on that and say it's truly incredible how far I've come. That was only 2 years ago. And in those 2 years, I've built my business as a public speaker. I've written books. I've traveled the country. I've done a lot of great things. But this video isn't just about me. In this video, I'm going to be explaining to you the power that comes when you learn to tap in to your unique gift, when you learn to truly be yourself, even when people judge you. Get your notebooks. This is going to be a good one. Now, the first thing we need to address is what do I mean when I say your gift? Because what does this mean? Your gift is something that just comes natural to you. Some people are just super good at making music, but we think to ourselves, man, I'm not that good because you're used to you. It's like you're familiar with yourself, and because you know how easy it is for you, you think that, oh, everybody can do that. Like sometimes I think to myself that, oh, everybody could just go up on a stage, give a speech for an hour, motivate people, give them valuable information, and help them to feel better about themselves. I start thinking to myself, oh, everyone can just do that. All it is talking. But no, it's not. It's taking experiences that I've had, experiences that I've seen, transferring that into not only something that people are entertained by, educated by, and impacted with. So the first thing that you want to do is just sit down and ask yourself, what things come natural to me? The kind of thing that you don't even really have to think about it. The kind of things that when you do it, it's just easy for you. And other people will say to you, man, how do you do that? Like, wow. For some people, imagine this. Imagine you're a really good chef and people are like, oh my gosh, how do you cook like that? But the chef is just like, I just, turn on the stove, I put the egg in the pan, I season it. But to other people, that's incredible. So, what I want you to do is write down what am I naturally good at? Make a list of everything that you do that you don't have to even think about. When you're fixing a car, could be an example. I don't know how to do that. But there's people who they can strip a car down to nuts and bolts. They can change the brake calipers. They can rewire an engine. They can do all this crazy stuff. And they're just like, oh, I just take the screwdriver, I put it here, then I do that, and then I do that. And it's natural to them. That's their gift. You want to figure out what yours is. Now, after you've taken some time to identify what your gift is, the next thing you want to do is ask yourself this question here. Because you might be thinking, oh, what can I get? What kind of money can I get? People are going to pay me to do this for them. We're thinking, what can I get? And that's normal, that's natural. But what you want to really do is ask yourself, how can I give? Can I give? Because something that I have learned, not only just about business, but about life, is that when you help other people, they will help you. And it's not that you do it with the expectation of them getting something back to you. What I mean is a business. You can think of a business as you pay me to solve your problem. At the root of it, that's what a business is. When it comes to something like a doctor, I pay the doctor to fix my broken leg, or I pay the auto mechanic to fix my car, or I pay the construction worker to build my house. Or for what I do, schools and organizations pay me to help their students and their teens and young adults improve their self love, confidence, decision making, and achieve their goals. So, business is what can I give? What value can I do? How can I help someone? And in return for me removing their problem, they will give me money. So when you've identified your natural gift, such as it could be as quote unquote simple as cooking, that's a chef, that's a food truck, that's a bakery, that's a steakhouse. There's all these things that we can do. But the problem that often comes up is we will know, man, I'm really good at that thing. Man, I'm great at speaking. I'm great at cooking. I'm great at cleaning houses. But no one's gonna pay me. No one's gonna buy from me. No one's gonna like my thing. Because, why would they wanna come to me when they could go to all these bigger, better other people? But that's the problem that people get stuck in. We minimize our own gift and we start putting other people up on a pedestal. We start thinking that, man, I'm no what as good as this person. My music isn't that good. I can't, no one's gonna buy it from me. But you don't have to be the best in the world. You just have to be the best at doing your thing your way. If you pay attention how I speak, there's moments where I start talking like really fast like this. Then all of a sudden I just slow down and I get into this flow with it. And the way my body language is, I use my hands a lot. I have these dramatic facial expressions. I drop my voice down like this sometimes. My voice pitch goes up like this sometimes. And that's just how I talk. Some people don't like it. But then there's other people who they love it. They're like, the way Lawrence does it, I love that. I want to follow this guy. Yeah, I mean, Tony Robbins and Les Brown and all these other people, they're cool, they're great. But man, I love Lawrence. I love the way he does it. And that's what you need to be. You don't need to be the next Gordon Ramsay. You don't need to be the next Kobe Bryant or the next Michael Jackson. You just need to be you. And the problem a lot of people get stuck with is we start judging ourselves and we start disqualifying ourselves before we even put it out there. So, why do people do that? This is something I talk about all the time. It's very important that you get this to your head. Okay, my whiteboard is probably too wet to write this down. But the problem is that we allow others' opinions to drown us down, to just squash our idea, to stomp it out. Man, I could start a barbershop. Nope, no one's gonna buy from you. And they ask, so where'd that come from? People who were judging you, people who were rude to you. Maybe it was a family member, maybe it was a friend, maybe it was an old relationship that told you that you can't be nothing. No one's gonna like you. It's not possible for us. People like us don't succeed. Money doesn't grow on trees and all these things that we allow to influence us. And we will allow other people's opinions, other people's words, other people's thoughts to become our truth. And you don't have to allow someone else to have control of your mind. Because at the end of the day, if someone can control your mind, they can control your life. You will stop yourself from even trying because somebody else said I couldn't. Somebody else said, this person said, that person said, the news, the movie, the TV, the radio said. Well, what do you say? Well, I think I could. I mean, it's possible. No, you got to say it with some conviction. You got to believe in yourself. You have to know that when you first start out, you might look crazy. When you first start out, the videos might not be good. When you first start out, your song, the sound quality might be messed up. When you first start painting, It might not be the Mona Lisa. It might not look like Starry Night. But you have to start in order to get good. No one is good and then they start, and then they get good. And when you put your first song out, no one's expecting it to be this revolutionary thing. We set the bar so high in our head that we don't even try. If you go back on my YouTube videos, my first videos, I was outside in the rain, I was outside in the park, I was stuttering, I was just all over the place. But with time, I start, and then I practice, and then I practice, and then I get good. And that's what you need to do. You just need to start. Once you figured out, man, I'm pretty darn good at this thing. Like, just naturally, when I'm cooking, I can make some food that other people are like, man, the way you seasoned this chicken, the way you seasoned this fish, the way you folded the omelet, that's just something that naturally comes to me. Wait, okay, I can't start no restaurant right now, but what can I do? I could start, a food truck. I could go to culinary school. I could do this. I could do that. I could work at a restaurant. I could, you just got to give yourself the courage to dare. You have to have knowledge of your power and the courage to dare and the faith to act. There's this book, I can't remember it off the top of my head, but that's one of the quotes in it. That you need to have knowledge of your power, the faith to dare, and, well, it's something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head. But the point is this. If you stop yourself from even trying, you're never going to figure out what you're really capable of. Because when I first started making these videos, people would be laughing, they'd be making fun of me, they'd be hating, they'd be like, oh, y'all saw Lawrence's video? But now look at me. Got my own office, got my own business, I'm selling my books, I'm doing one-on-one coaching calls, links in the description, I'm speaking at schools, I'm going to organizations, I'm doing pretty darn good. And you can do that too. And it's not saying that, oh, you need to become a public speaker or saying that you need to become a musician or a chef or any of that. No, you need to figure out what am I good at? What do I know how to do? What experiences have I had? What thing have I learned that I can put my spin on it? Because yes, there's other public speakers. There's millions of them. But it's only one Lawrence. There's other chefs. There's other people who cook. There's other people who run restaurants. But there's only one Gordon Ramsay. Yes, there's other musicians and rappers, but there's only one Jay-Z. Yes, there's other pop singers. There's other dancers. There's other this. There's other that. But there's only one Michael Jackson. So all you need to do is be the one you, and your people will find you. Because if you're trying to be somebody else, you're going to fail because you can't be them. You can't. You can only be you. And we live in a world that is so good at making people stop being themselves. You gotta dress this way. You gotta talk this way. You gotta live this way. You gotta act this way. You gotta believe this way. You have to spend your money this way. But really, the only thing you need to do is be yourself. And unfortunately, that's both the easiest and hardest thing to do. Because being yourself is plain and simple figuring out who you're not. Sit down with yourself, get you a notebook, get a journal, and ask yourself, do I want to live my life the way I'm currently living it? Do I really want to dress how I dress? Do I want to listen to the kind of music I listen to? Do I want to eat the type of food I listen to? Do I want to believe the kind of thing that I believe? Do I want to spend my money the same way that I've been taught? And it's really just about questioning things, understanding, do I want to keep living by the rules and ways that I was taught? Because there's nothing inherently wrong with living the way that you were taught. Maybe that could be the way you spend your money. Your parents might be millionaires and they told you, hey, if you save this amount of money, you invest this amount of money, you do X, Y, Z, you too will be a millionaire. That's a great thing. You should probably listen to that advice. But if there's something such as your family is keep telling you that you should go a certain career path, but deep down you know that that's just not where your heart is, it's okay to ask some questions. It's okay to understand that, yes, my family wants me to take this safe route. They want me to do what they think is good for me, but you have to live with yourself. And you have to be able to wake up in the morning and look in that mirror and love who you are. And it's really hard to do that when you keep living your life based on the opinions of other people. Oh, no one's gonna like this post. No one's going to listen to this thing. No one's gonna agree with me if I do this. So I'm just gonna fit into the crowd. You don't need to fit in with everyone. You just need to be you and get in where you fit in. And your people will find you. And you will find your people. You have to learn to just accept who you are. That's gonna mean you'll have to spend a lot of time with yourself. You're gonna have to spend some time getting to know who you really are. You're going to have to figure out who you're not. You're going to have to figure out what makes you you. You're going to have to figure out that gift inside of you. Use it to help other people, and in return, they will help you. You give value to the world gives you money. You help people with their problems, those people give you money. That's what a book is. That's what a doctor is. That's what a chef is. That's what a hairdresser is. I help you to improve your appearance. You give me money. That's what I do. I help people to believe in themselves more. I help schools to have lower conflicts. I help organizations to have a better outcome and achieve their goals. And in return, that's my business. So I hope you guys got value from this video. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. You can also find one-on-one coaching if you'd like to work with me personally. And if you're a school principal, podcast host, or run an organization aimed at helping teens and young adults, you can contact me below at my email address. Have a good one.